I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.
Esposo y esposa. Se puede besar a la novia.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.
Esposo y esposa. Se puede besar a la novia.
So I'd like to welcome y'all to International Traveler, and my name is Chris.
My name is Brenda.
And we've been married for 1 year now. And the title of this video is How Did We Get Here? And so I met Brenda through her sister. I met her sister on like an online app. And, me and her started talking and we just became friends. And so I asked her if she knew anyone she could hook me up with because, she knew I was a good man. And I was like, introduce me to somebody, who's a little older, who's, a good person. And she introduced me to her sister. But originally, her sister was going to be introduced to my friend. And her sister would tell me that she had this crazy sister who had never dated before. And I said, what do you mean she never dated before? And she's like, she's never been on a date. I was like, so what are you saying, that she's never been with a man? And she said, well, if she's never been on a date, how could she ever be with a man? And so that was always interesting to me. And when the opportunity came for me to, talk to Brenda, I was, always interested in this crazy sister. So Brenda, why were you so crazy to never date a man?
What's that mean?
Why have you never dated a man before me?
I think I was crazy. I don't know. Sometimes, how explain that? In that time, I believed a lot, to men because, men are crazy. Men, not all men, but how say I was playing. I don't know. In that time, I know was believing with men. Men cheap, you know, have
So you thought men were like cheaters and
exactly.
yeah.
The men, you know, was crazy. I don't know.
So basically, you didn't really trust men too much from your country.
From my country for other countries.
Oh, even other countries too.
Exactly, because no matter the men to other country, they come to my country. They say, "Oh, wanna meet you? Hi, nice to meet you." You know, and they have families, they have girlfriends. You know, they say, "No, I'm be alone and a single man." You know. But when they
Go back home.
Yeah.
They have a family.
because many men that they only want to have sex with women to my country.
So a lot of foreign men come here just to have sex with the women, and then they go back home.
It's like an adilage.
Right.
Adilage on my mind. It's crazy.
So what made it different for me?
I don't know.
So
different.
Yeah, why did you trust me? What happened? What made you trust me?
At the beginning, I don't trust you. You know, I told you.
We're about to have, if you hear some thundering in the background,
Yeah.
there is a storm headed this way. Hopefully that it misses Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. But right now, what's the name of the storm?
Fiona.
So it's a hurricane, and prayerfully, everybody will stay safe during these times. So if you hear some thundering, we're basically expecting a hurricane. So anyway, all right. So you end up trusting me.
At the beginning, I'm not trusting you.
Yes, I know. She was always,
No.
like you're with another woman, and
Of 4 years.
yes, and
Because you are living, in your country, you live here. You know how? I don't know. It was difficult at the beginning. It was so difficult. I was talking to you tonight. Okay, I like to talk with you.
so it was difficult because of your own mind, not because of anything I did. It was,
No, exactly with my mind, because normal, you see many histories about, American men, like how they go, he said, "Oh, I love you," and then when they have like they want you die for them.
Right. So how was it the first time I came to visit you? What was that experience like?
Oh, this experience was good, I like it, was good. I was so happy, was good. It's good. It's still good,
So for me, at the beginning when I first met you, just from knowing what I knew about you from your sister, like when I didn't even know you, you never even knew me or anything, but your her sister told me, about her. So in my mind, I already thought that she was a good woman because of the story I was told from her sister when, she had no reason to lie to me about her crazy sister because I wasn't dating her sister. So it wasn't like, she could lie and say, oh, why she would have a reason to lie, because at the time I was talking to her. And so basically, when I met her, I already in my mind was like, this is a good woman. This is a keeper. All it was for me was to figure out whether or not we had chemistry or whether or not,
Yes.
we can, be together. So in my mind, after our initial, conversations and whatnot, I was like, she's marriage material. And so early, I was thinking marriage. When did you start thinking marriage? When did you think, like, I can marry this man?
Oh, I was thinking like when you come the first time that you say, "Oh, I wanna get married to you." You never told me that at the first time.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa,
Now you gonna try to put that on me and say that?
No, it's because it's normal that when you meet some, women can do that too. If you wanna get married with my man, they say, "I wanna get married to you." But the first time you never told me, baby, I wanna get married to you. Did you tell me?
No, I didn't tell you that. No.
Exactly.
You know,
But
that's not what you do. You know, you.
No, that's the men do in my country.
Right.
Many.
Yes, that's what a man do. But at that time, I had just met you, so I didn't know if your breath stink.
But you know,
I didn't know if you had a bad personality, and when you meet face to face. So at first, when I met you face to face, I had to see whether or not. You know.
I know, but when you was here in my country, the first time that you come, you never tell me face to face, oh, I wanna get married to you.
Right, yeah, no, I never.
And when you leave the country, you tell me, oh, I wanna get married to you. And I say, well, you asked me when you was here. Remember?
Because I had to test it out. I had to, smell you to see if you were smelling fresh and clean. I had to
always.
I had to see if you had, weird little tendencies, I just
like
had to,
a what?
So talking to you is one thing, but being with you
is different.
Is different.
I know. It's
so
like
we were good together when we talked.
Yes.
But I had to see if we were good together physically. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like physically, like, I don't mean that kind of physical.
No.
I mean just, us being together
Yes.
and seeing how we, were around each other. And
Yeah.
so I think the chemistry was very good.
Yes.
I think, there was a lot of love and a lot of just a lot of chemistry. And so moving forward, the wedding. Now, as you can see in the video, we had like a real simple wedding, and that wasn't my choice. So
What's my choice? But you remember in that time, like I was COVID-19, I was like worried, because many people in my country at that time was having COVID. I wanna be like save my family, safe to you. I will, be healthy. I don't wanna be like, oh, I want a fancy wedding. Maybe other day when we have like 10 years together, we can celebrate. But in that moment, no, I was worried. COVID-19 was crazy.
yeah, so at that time, COVID was, in the height of its.
And the other thing was like on that moment, my sister died. I was like, I was like feeling good. I was like depressed. I don't want to celebrate anything because my sister died on May and our wedding was in September. It was like was too near. I don't want to celebrate nothing. I was take her to my niece because she was born, one was May, June, July, August. She was having, she was 4 months, and we was take care about my niece because she was sick. Well, I don't want to be fancy with it, but the most important is because I love that moment and enjoy that moment with my family. That the person that is important to my life, and it was nice. I like no matter it was fancy.
Yeah, so we didn't have a big fancy wedding due to COVID-19 and just being safe. So we had it in the apartment that we were staying in. It was a nice apartment, and we, my friend Anthony, my brother, he married us over the internet. So that was very interesting. Like literally, he was on the computer, and her sister was translating the best she could for her family because her family doesn't speak English.
Nobody, only my sister.
Yes, her sister Yana, who was friends with me. She speaks English. But that was a tough time. The little baby that you seen in there is her niece from her sister Lucci, who passed away due to she caught COVID and was pregnant at the same time. And I think that it was just so much for her body to handle. And she passed away shortly after giving birth. Lucci was a great person.
Yes.
Like, I love Lucci. Lucci was so sweet, smile, and I could tell me and Lucci had a connection. And so it was a lot going on at that time. But yeah, that was pretty much how we got to the position we're in today. Happily married. Now we're just, working through the things so that we can be, together permanently. I'm about to buy some land. We're about to buy some land, some farmland, and we're working through it. My business is, of course, in America, so it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, too.
She's talking about that other kind of business, but we don't talk about that. Okay. But anyway, so we just wanted to give you a little insight to how we got here, and if you have any questions, any comments, if you would like to know anything just about our experience, her experience dating a foreigner, a gringo.
Yes, gringo, you are gringo.
Yes, or my experience dating, someone from another country, someone from Dominican Republic. There's good and bad to every situation. It just so happens that, I found a good person and she found a good person.
Yes.
And so that's the best case scenario. But I'm sure there is a lot of bad situations, but I'm sure there's good ones too. And so, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them below. I'll try to get back to all of them. And, we'll be doing this again soon.
Yes.
So thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications because more videos are coming. I'm going to be releasing videos every day. So there'll be a main video once a week, and then I'll have a series that I'm dropping that's going to release 6 days, and then the 7th day will be the main video. So say bye-bye, baby.
Bye. See you.